Hey, welcome to World War One Tuesdays, a bit of Investor and Creates with me and Jim. I'm sure Trevor will be along shortly. But hello, Jim. It's nice to see you're coordinated with your mug today.
Oh, well, it's the only one I have left. I broke my other one the last week or a week before. I was cleaning house and turned around and smack right off the table and onto the floor, and cheap ceramic. So it's brittle and it breaks easy. So yes, I'll have to get a bearded veteran.
Yeah.
A left-handed.
Yeah. They're on the merch store.
Yes, they are.
Which I'm sure Adam could put the link in for you. And I can always send it you anyway. So who we got in? We've got Duke. He says, "Good day, all you beautiful people," and Ian.
And the Duke is back on the top step. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
That's Bob.
Who also says, "I think I have time to white out some interior bits. Back soon." Sounds painful.
And Bob again says, "Nope, I have to persuade pseudo-niece that sunglasses aren't good enough for eclipse viewing. Hope I've succeeded." Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Kay said that last night. She said, "Oh, the eclipse is on Wednesday. I might put my sunglasses on." Go out. I'm like, "No, you're not. You will be blind." Ian says, "Fasha. Well done, Duke."
Is that your impersonation of Muttley?
Yeah. Fasha.
Graham Ball is in. Graham, good morning. Good morning to you, sir.
Hello, Graham. Steve says, "Hi there." Hello, Steve.
And Joe Leal is in. He says, "Hola, Fios.
Ah.
Hope you all are well." Hello, Joe. Got your strand beast. Haven't packaged it yet, but it's getting ready to. Hey, rise and shine, sunshine.
I was here, but I was on the wrong feed. I was on the last one instead of this one. I'm thinking,
Trevor. You gotta connect. You gotta catch the connecting train. You're back on the platform. We're moving forward.
I fired it up about 10 to 12 and all.
Well, better late than never. Glad to hear.
Dear.
I've been sitting here modelling.
We'll get you. We'll get there one day, Trevor.
I know, yeah. Well, you've got allowances. It is my age.
Well, yeah.
You know.
Duke says, "Good day, Graham, Steve, and Joe."
Joe Leal says, "The Duke, numero uno."
Yeah. And Dennis says, "Hello, everybody."
Hello.
Hello, Dennis.
Ian says, "Let the shenanigans begin."
Yes, indeed. And Duke says, "Good day, Dennis."
And Adam says, "Hello, ladies."
Well, hello, darling. Duke says, "I was 2.5 hours early just to be numero uno, Joe."
Love the spirit of competition. Joe says, "Jesus, Duke, way too early for me." Yeah. 2.5 hours for us is like 3:30 in the morning.
You shouldn't stay up to the middle. Mind you, it wasn't middle hours of the morning for you, was it? For yesterday, weren't you on John's stream yesterday?
Yes, I was.
Doing was it a tank or whatever? Yeah.
Well, we were all working on our own different stuff, but it wound up becoming an armor discussion, and Aussie Ian was there working on his Sherman. Yeah.
I think, were you doing a tank?
Late in the show, I brought out the grant that I'm currently working on.
Oh, that's
to demonstrate a case of severe overweathering.
Yeah.
And that had such a beautiful camouflage as well.
Yeah,
it is. You know, I will be clearing away models someday to make room for newer ones. That one and a few others I know I'm keeping till, you bury me with it. So
yeah,
when it's a very special place for me.
Sometimes you make a model, and when you've sprayed it and it's all put together, you look at it and go, "Huh, I'm actually good at this."
Yeah. Well, one thing I've learned how to do is disguise poorly built models or not so well built models with paint. And with armor, you can even do one more than that. You can go with weathering.
Yeah. slap a load of mud on it.
Yeah, so yeah, I've got one or two that I've built that I think they're quite nice. Those, especially my sci-fi type stuff like the werewolf and all those. I do like those, doing those.
Your turn, Trev.
Oh, was it me? Sorry, Julian, looking very sporty there, Jim. Mikey, you're looking very oh, yeah, Mikey.
Ooh, what a rough crowd. You Welshmen.
I know, right? Heathen bastards. Ian says, right, I don't care anymore. I'm not playing anymore. It's just so unfair. Demand a recount. No.
Duke says, it's easy for me, Joe. 7:30 p.m. here. Yeah, that's right. It's the evening hours in Australia.
Yeah.
And Julian says, don't demand a march at Ian.
It's Julian being random again. I think he means like
and that is chat. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh, except from this one.
Oh.
Joe says, same here, Jim. My weathering hides my mistakes. I'm going to invest in more weathering items.
Yeah. If you do this stuff bit by bit, Joe, you'll find that you're going to wind up like your paint collection. You're going to have quite a few bit of weathering mediums. I recommend if it's, it doesn't, for what it's worth, I'll recommend you get enamel-based weathering products because they are, like oils, artist oils. They're easy to work with because you can back them off if you want to with enamel. With odorless thinner. That's what I recommend. Here it is. May I just put this up to the screen, Mikey? There it is. Yep. It is odorless thinner.
Yeah.
It is very mild thinner. You don't get hardware store thinner. That stuff is meant for working with harsher chemicals, and it's just burns hotter. So that's something you clean your paint out with if you use enamel, which I don't anymore. But anyway, I suggest enamel-based weathering products, Joe. That way they're a lot easier to work with. Acrylics, once they're down, they're not coming off.
No.
Yeah.
So you better be damn sure about them. And lacquers, they're just not meant for. I don't think lacquers are really meant for weathering.
I use basically oils and that.
I like my models looking new anyway, but I've sort of made it a point of not weathering for now, and weathering once I've got all my skills down fairly decent skills down as a modeler, then look at starting to do weathering. So I've got loads of vehicles on my shelf that I've made, but I won't weather them. I'll weather them when I'm like, oh, okay, I'll be happy with my skill level to be able to do that.
Right. Yeah, and my good to keep some test mules around, and you can try out all kinds of ideas on them and see how they go, and then you can apply them to your model and see what they look like. I mean, it's all really, it is literally learning by trial and error. That's the best phrase I can attach to it, trial and error.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of when I was working. I used to do a lot of artificial marble and wood grain and all that sort of stuff. So that's coming quite handy, actually.
Adam says, no excuses. If I can be here and work, you can be here and sleep.
Oh, yeah. What's the press temperature like today, Adam? What are you working in? 40, 45?
Tasha's in. Hello, Tasha.
Good morning. Good morning, Tasha.
Good morning.
What does she say, Jim?
Oh, I'm sorry. She says, hi, everyone. Hope you're well.
We are. Thank you.
We are. Thank you. And thank you for coming in. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. I think I should go and put a blue T-shirt on so I fit in. I'm on the in-crowd.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to really have to think about this. I'm going to be on screen from now on. I can't be wearing this thing. This is just what I throw on when I'm at home. And I mean, and another thing is that I don't want to wear any good shirts, which I won't. I mean, I've got plenty of other shirts to wear. Yeah. So I don't spill any of this on something I just bought the other day.
Yeah, I mean, this looks blue on screen. It's actually bloody grey.
Well, I've got a linen shirt on, but it's only because I'm warm and I'm not doing any painting during this session. So if I was doing painting, I'd just have a T-shirt on or one of my plaid shirts on over the top.
Yeah.
I'll normally get them from Asda for a tenner. It don't matter. You just chuck them away.
Do you know what? I really like plaid linen shirts. They're really comfortable. I don't find many shirts comfortable.
You mean cotton? You mean cotton shirts?
It's like a thicker cotton, and it's a lot softer. The material's softer than cotton.
Okay.
So it's nice. It breathes quite well. Julian says, hi, Tasha.
Duke says, good day, crafting.
And Adam says, it's cooler. It's about 30ish near the press.
Okay.
Problem is, he's so skinny that he'll just melt away.
Exactly. I mean, it's the best weight loss program you could enter.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a breeze here today, which is quite nice.
Tasha says, hi, Julian and Duke.
Ian says, hi, Tasha.
Wait,
afternoon, troops.
I'm giving you the American salute, Gary. Sorry, I'm a career civilian. So. Yeah, there you go. That's the proper British salute, is it?
Yeah. So that to the front, that to the side, or that to the other side.
I didn't know there were different perspectives to do it from. Okay.
Wait, Rose, if you want to come up, the link is in the usual place if you want to. It's up to you if you want some company.
And Natasha says, hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
And Duke says, good day, Gary.
Julian says, Jim, Trevor, if either of you use a blue screen, you'll vanish.
Vanish.
Yeah.
Vanish.
Joe says, that's your look, Jim. If what makes you Chicago, it's what makes you Jim from Chicagoland. Okay. Well, yeah, but it's it's like, you're going to wear that again. You're starting to look like Superman. You're showing up in the same uniform.
Yeah. Listen, one things I'm really conscious of is because I'm doing live streams at least 4 times a week. I try to make sure I'm changing my top 4 times.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And the other thing I think about is like, why don't you shave today? Like not just run the rotary razor across your face. Once you shave that, trim this, shave this, look halfway decent. You don't want to just like, hey man, I was just sitting on television. I'm like pot of coffee. So hey, how's everybody doing?
I suppose that's the good thing with you using your laptop camera is it's not high res enough to pick up that you're
right. Yeah.
Whereas this one would be.
Now, let me ask you something, Mikey. How many cameras do you have for what you're doing right now on typical live stream?
2.
The one now, the camera you're looking at into is the computer.
That's a webcam that's plugged into the computer.
Okay.
So that's a 4K webcam, but StreamYard only does it at 720.
Okay.
And then I've got another one that's overhead on my desk.
Right. Okay. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I'm going to need to get that overhead cam for sure. Doing some modeling because trying to show you guys something. You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell is that? It's a bottle. You can't see any definition to it. So, yeah.
Both of these cameras are 4K cameras, and I think they cost about £40 each.
That's not bad. I mean, that's a little over. That's about $50 American, maybe a little more. That's not really much when you think about it. Now, does it come with the stand and anything you may want to mount it to the wall or wherever you want to put it to?
Yeah, it comes with one of those scissor stands.
Right. Yeah. Does it digitally recognize and pair with your computer? Is that
you just plug it in and it works, and then you've got a remote so that you can zoom in and zoom out.
Right. But you're like I'm saying with all right. So you're looking now. This camera is running independently from your main laptop. You're running everything through.
Yeah, I've got my computer, and then this webcam is just plugged into the USB drive on it.
Oh, like on the computer itself.
Yeah. Well, I've got you got the USB drive on the computer, and then I've got a hub that comes off it, so I can plug more USB drives into it. So
because mine's got two standard USB ports on it on the left side, and then there's the HDM. Yeah. Inlet out, whatever you want. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to be. This is all new frontier for me.
Yeah.
You know, technology wise.
I've got my two webcams and my microphone, both all plugged into the USB hub.
Okay.
There's my microphone.
All right. I was going to say, do you have one of those clip-ons? You got a stand. You got a mic on a stand. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's the other thing I'd have to do is do that so that you don't hear all the background noise and anything else that comes in.
Yeah. Except when Kaylee makes noise.
Well, I mean, for me, I've got a portable AC unit running. I've got a floor fan running right now because it's so bloody humid outside. We had the AC on in the house overnight, but we dial it back because we got our bill the other day. Holy moly! I'm telling you guys, I am glad I live with 2 other people to split the cost of that. Whoa! But you got to have.
Another thing I'd recommend for doing live streams is one of these mugs, insulated mugs, camping ones. You can just leave the lid off and it'll keep it hot for 2 hours.
Yeah. There you go. Yep. Insulated. Yeah, because that's one thing. This thing, I get talking or busy working at the table. This thing turns ice cold. Yeah.
Yeah. I quite often forget if I have it. So if I have it in that, it lasts the whole stream. Bob says, "Hi Tasha, been driven beast batty yet?" Bob, Kay's Strand Beast arrived yesterday. Thank you very much. She really appreciates it.
Adam says, or you really commit and buy 4 of the same top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an alternative thought. Yeah.
I've actually got 2 of these shirts because they're so comfortable.
Sure. Why not? You know, I often think about that. It's like, look, you like this. Why don't you buy another one? You know you're going to want one later, so grab it.
Well, I got it from the supermarket, and the first one I got was £13. And then I went to the same supermarket, but in a different location, and they had it on sale for £4. I was like, yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah, £4. Wow. Holy cow. Yeah.
We have a very special guest.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, chat.
Good morning.
How's the scoff? Good morning, afternoon.
Well, you know,
most of you. Good morning to you, dear boy. Oh, there you go.
Because I got it in this. So
no, I looked for the insulated mugs for you, Jim. I couldn't find any, so I'm gonna have to go through Redbubble a bit more stringently.
Yeah, it was just a thought off the top of my head. It was
it's humorous, a thought worth pursuing, my dear friend. So
okay.
I'll find out what I can do.
Thank you.
Jolly
Whose
good.
turn is it?
We'll go for Trevor, I think.
What's that? What?
The comments.
People think I've got to change my t-shirt and polo tops, but I have 8 identical of each.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Andy Burnham. Jick says, Ian, I just wear mine until they fall apart and fall off me.
Jeremy Wade did that, didn't he? He was fishing in India, and he was trying to get his fish, and he became so fixated on trying to catch this fish on this bit of river that he refused to leave the river. And he ended up, he was there for like 2-3 weeks, just wearing the same clothes because he didn't have any other clothes with him. And by the time he caught the fish, all his t-shirt was like falling apart and hanging off him and everything.
I'm glad I wasn't one of the camera crew.
Yeah.
Please take a bath, Mr. Wade.
Well, on that episode, when he did catch the fish, it was that powerful that it was trying to drag him around this bend in the river. So all he could do was jump in the water and swim across whilst holding the rod. And the cameraman knew he wouldn't be able to swim across with the camera, so he had to run up a cliff and all the way around the main road, and then back down another cliff to get around. Whilst Jeremy was trying to land this fish.
Wow!
Now, if he landed it and then it started to get attacked by piranhas, I would say that is like the Old Man in the Sea, but like the riverine version.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't read the last comment. The one previous to this.
Yeah, we didn't. There you go, Gary.
Never knew why UK and US salutes were different. Well, I could say. It seems both navies salute palm down because in the days of sail it was bad form to show a dirty palm. UK Army and the Royal Air Force shows no weapon in the empty palm. Yes. I presume so. I also thought that, because in the other two services, as it were, the idea is to take the longest route up and the shortest route down. I suspect also on naval vessels, it's a case because they go straight up, they don't do all the way. It's probably a thing to avoid hitting people in very crowded situations. And it's probably also paying dues by touching your forelock sort of thing. Maybe it's a version of that as well. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I had heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I had heard that at sea, things are far more informal and you don't salute.
You don't
not if you're on a destroyer.
Yeah.
Walking around your shop, you're going to come across an officer every sort of 5 seconds. Can't keep playing. Half minute, you'd never get anything bloody done.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We need a Navy man on here to tell us this.
If only Timmy could tell us.
You know why they are absolute that, don't you, Gary?
Here we go.
So they can show the NAFI card as they're walking in.
My dear fellow, I have a man to show it for me. Really?
See, Mikey, you're behind the times.
I'm civilized, for Christ's sake.
Adam says,
I'd have thought you garage mechanics would be hiding your mucky hands as well. Anyway, doing it that way, that would make more sense.
We did that to show that we'd washed our hands for dinner.
Right. There wasn't like a nicotine patch there from...
No. It was when I was in Iraq most of the time, but...
Yeah.
If anyone looked for me, I was usually underneath a Land Rover fixing it with a cigarette in my mouth.
Doesn't the ash sort of fall down on your face doing it that way?
Nah, you just turn your head to the side and just move your mouth.
So you got it kind of hanging out the side of your mouth. I mean, you didn't have the beard then, so you couldn't light that on fire by accident. So you could have it hanging out the side of your mouth like an old private eye film from the 40s. You know, they're walking around like Humphrey Bogart, walking around with the fag hanging on the side of his mouth. Oh, should I say FAG? Should I not?
No, that's fine. Okay. In the UK, that just means a cigarette.
Yeah. So. Oh, I know. Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. I mean, I've been watching a lot of British television lately, and that word comes across in a lot of the programs I've been viewing. So.
Yeah. Well, the tattoo artist did some of my tattoos. He had his beard like in a big ponytail, and apparently the reason is he lays in bed smoking cigarettes, and the hot ash burned the middle of his beard away, so he has to put it in a ponytail.
Well, here's my advice: beard or no beard, don't smoke in bed.
No,
it's just
dangerous.
Just take it or leave it. You don't have to do it. Just think about it.
Ian says, Duke, when I was fettling using grinders, one top would last about a fortnight.
Yeah. Julian says, great idea, Adam. Get Mikey committed. He can join the rest of us. LOL. Oh, not that kind of commit.
I'm like Timmy now. I found, I know he's not paying attention. 3 packets of olive green t-shirts, 30 shirts, same color. My neighbor probably thinks I never change clothes.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Or are we still going around the rotation? Okay. Graham. Oh, Graham Nemo is in, or is it Nemo? I'm sorry. I'm not sure how to pronounce that I, whether it's one way or the other. Forgive me. But he says, afternoon all. I hope you're all well. Thank you. Glad to hear.
Graham.
Duke says, Ian, you need to wear leather a bit more.
Kinky.
Yes.
Oh, Jim. I thought with the navies in particular, they salute holding a palm flat in part to shade the eyes from the sun so they could see ships on the horizon. That's why they have peaks on the caps of officers, presumably. Second.
Yeah. Duke says, Joe, you have to be like Clint Eastwood in that movie where he wore a different coloured t-shirt each morning for the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Heartbreak
Ridge.
Yeah, that's a cracking film, that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We've got an A7V to build. Ooh, I got a new
you may have.
Yes. I've got a new friend as well, look. Ooh.
A new friend. Oh dear.
Oh dear. What the heck?
It's a
squirrel?
It's finally getting to him, isn't it? It's finally breaking him.
Well,
It's
we were
your
in the
friend,
shop
is it?
yesterday. We were in the shop yesterday, and they had this brand new cutting mat for £3. So I was like, "Yeah, that'll do. Looks better than that."
I'm sure, but friend, okay, that's fine. Humor him, guys. Just keep him
You've
humour.
got your Osprey book. I'm going to show you mine. This came yesterday for me, and it's going to get me started back on the Panzer IV that I've been that's been languishing on my workbench. So it's going to help me. It's about late war Panzer IVs and all the variations they made on those things. So it'll help. It's a bit of a guide.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with an Osprey book. You'll learn at least one thing, and the pictures are fantastic, whether they're close-up reference shots of the vehicle itself or battlefield photos or,
Well, this is one thing I found interesting was they actually show you the difference between the German and the British gun sights on the tanks.
Yes.
World War One.
Yes, okay.
So the British had the crosshair type.
Right.
And the Germans had the blade type. So the triangle type.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. Yeah. Yeah, they apparently, I don't know if this is really true or not, but apparently the Germans had the upper edge in optics because of Bausch and Lomb being right there in Germany to manufacture some of the finest lenses. Not sure if that's really true or not, but that's what I heard.
Yeah. I'd have to read that and have a look.
Yeah, the Osprey books are definitely a good read, as well as lots of reference photos. Lots of good info.
Read.
I've primed this and then painted it with black green, or green black rather. Vallejo black green that I got from the Stuka. Because on the Oz Armour video, it had sort of a green tinge to it underneath. So.
Oh yeah, the Mephisto. Yeah.
Yeah. Hobby Time says hi, guys. Hi.
Hello, Hobby Time.
Duke says I knew it. Haha. Joe says maybe I should tie dye some, 60s style. Nice. Duke says good day. Yeah, good day, Hobby Time. Psychedelic Joe. Hobby Time says hi, Duke, and in says Joe. There we go.
So,
all right. So what I'm doing for your World War I build to join in with the topic or topical subject is I remembered I had these. It's a let's go down here. There you go. You can see it now. It's a set of old resin cast. A set of Australian World War I figures that are based in the Arabian Desert.
Ah, very cool.
These came about. My best mate bought a model from someone on eBay. It was an ICM kit. It might have been that Model T that I've got, that armored car Model T. Anyway, these came along in the kit. He wasn't expecting it, but he finds them and he says, I got these figures, and I was like, wow. I was like, man, it's awesome. He said, well, you can have them if you want, because I really don't paint them. So if you want to take them, you can have them. I'm like, great, thank you.
Well, the kit that they come in would be the Light Car Patrol Model T.
Right.
Kit.
That's the one he bought. Yes. And these do not look like they're ICM products. Yeah.
It's a really nice little kit, actually.
Yes, it is. I've got the armored car version of that, the one that served in Russia.
Yeah.
That model came with 4 British tank crew.
Nice.
The ICM is like Tamiya. They'll combine, and Dragon and everyone else, they'll combine models to in one pack to get the molds active and sell some more stock.
Yeah.
So
they might as well, because they need to make the most out of the molds, don't they? The amount they cost.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And then that way you can keep your product active. I mean, and it's to me it's a great idea, because then you get a figure set right there with it. You don't have to buy it separately.
Yeah. Well, the kit that Mystery Nick sent me when I first had, pretty much, I think it was the first time he did Mystery Nick, Nick Gary, that I won it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. He sent me an ICM kit with 3 different World War I US Army trucks with soldiers in and all sorts.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mystery Box Nick.
Yeah.
I think there. The problem is with this set, there are no instructions, so I don't know what arms go with what figures. I'm left to kind of surmise what will be best, and make the best of what I can with them.
You normally find they're all off the sprue.
Yeah, everything's just laying right here. Yeah,
Normally you find they're in the bits that are in a little square on the sprue are all the bits for that particular figure.
Yeah, whoever owned this previously just packaged everything up and sent it to him in a couple of Ziploc bags.
What it does mean, though, Jim, is that you can pose them how you want.
True.
You're not necessarily led by how to actually
I don't know if you can see this or not, but do you see the umbrella there? Maybe they're British and they're not Australian. They got the umbrella.
Possibly. Without seeing the uniforms, it's hard to tell.
Well, the reason I'm thinking they're Aussies is because I've got a couple of figureheads with, this one here is the
they got the slouch out on, haven't they?
Yeah.
The old slouch out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to step away for a moment, man. It's got to reload my coffee.
Okie dokie. So what are you working on, Gary?
Well, I'm not following your chronological restraints today of World War One, other than I'm tempted to dig out my 1915 vintage straitjacket for having made the decision to do a fully detailed cockpit on my F8E Crusader.
Oh.
The reason being that I am now trying to cut out the front edge of the ejection seat to fit the bottom initiator handle, which comes in the photo etch set from Mr. Edward. And I'm rapidly thinking this was a really stupid idea to do this. But anyway, I've started now, so...
I've started, so I shall finish.
Yes, so it's an F8. It's a Hobby 2000 F8 in 1/48 scale. It's a Hasegwa one originally, which means the plastic's nice and it will fit together. And it comes with different decals and yada yada, but I'm doing it as a French aeronaval, a French naval one.
Ooh.
And, well, quite, because I thought I'm actually getting quite into sort of French military things at the moment. So I've got my Mirage Blue from Green Stuff World. Yeah. It's going to be all over Mirage Blue.
Nice.
And I got a decal set for it. And in the decal set, one of the schemes is a D-Day commemorative one. So it's got the white and black stripes, which I thought white and black stripes, D-Day stripes, overall marine blue with the lovely decal. That's going to look fantastic. So I thought I'd do that. Then I thought, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well get a detail set, because I've got a resin set for the F8 is one of these weird things. It has a variable instance wing. So the wing's pivoted at the tail, at the back end of it. I'll try and get I'll put the fuselage, right? Okay. So you got the fuselage here. I'm going to go that for a while. So you got your fuselage, right? And the wing sits on here, and it's pivoted at the back, so that normally when you're approaching landing, you'd be nose high to get the high angle of attack. When you're approaching an aircraft carrier, it's not very handy because you can't see over the front very well. So what they did was they designed it so the wing actually pivots upwards like that to give you your angle of attack while the aircraft remains quite flat. Lovely. So there's a cutout to allow you to do that, so you can see what's inside. So I've got a little resin insert for that, which has got all the engine top and all that sort of stuff. Fabulous. Yeah. Then it's got a chin intake, a nose intake, a chin intake for the air. Notoriously difficult to get the seam out of those.
Yeah.
So I'm cheating. So I'm going to put a FOD cover over that, which I've got. So it blocks up that. So that's good. And then I thought, well, while I've got all this stuff on order, I might as well get the cockpit set for it from Edward.
Is it like when you
that's just for the ejection seat. Just that one page is for the ejection seat. So
is it kind of like when you do a diorama, you go, oh, that'll look good. So you do that. Oh, actually, I could use something over there. That'll do. And
yeah, I could add a tree here.
Yeah.
So I best go and buy some tree stuff and some branches and some flock for the leaves. And then I need different ones for the leaves that have fallen off. And then this and then that and then that. And it's just like, I'm supposed to be doing a quick build this week, and this ain't going to be a quick one, so I might start something else.
Maybe
in
do
the
one
meantime.
second kit or something.
Yeah, maybe I'll do one of the. I've still got some little stuff to do. Maybe I'll do the Aston Martin.
Do you know what you could do that'd be unusual? Do you remember Mr. Nick sent you that parcel of that drunk guy on a beach? It was like a
Hodad. Yeah, Hodad making the scene.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one for you to paint because you haven't done a figure paint for a while.
Yeah, but that's paint, isn't it? It's going to take a bloody week to paint. I mean,
or
His Majesty l'Empereur took ages, absolute bloody ages, and I like Napoleon.
Or you could do the train.
Yeah, but you see, the train, yes, but I've got all that station to build as well.
That's true, but that can be a multi-part video, couldn't it?
It could be. Or I could just do the Aston Martin, which is like 18 parts.
Yeah, you could do.
Paul says, a bit better.
Paul says, hi guys, how are we all? We are well, thank you.
Good, thank you.
Gremlins Modeling Mayhem has come onto the channel for the first time saying, hi all. Hello.
Oh, Gremlin.
Hello.
Yeah,
welcome.
Watching Moz's stream last night, I believe. Welcome to the channel. We talk about anything and everything. Occasionally, talk about modelling. Whilst we do modelling.
Oh, well, now and again.
Yes.
Don't want to overdo it.
No.
Chaps might think it's a modelling channel.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to be accused of that, do we?
Damn no.
Question is, what's worse, being accused of not being a modelling channel or being accused of being a modelling channel?
Oh, yeah. Now, here's something I could do that's relatively straightforward.
Yeah.
This 3-stage rocket thing that Nick sent once, the Genco Models one.
Yeah.
Looks like something out of a 60s copy of Practical Mechanics.
Either that or 70s porn film.
Yes. If there's a level we can possibly lower, you will, won't you?
Paul says, time for a black pudding sandwich, I think. Nice.
Relentlessly lower deck.
Well, I was a craftsman.
Well, that could be quite the catchphrase, couldn't it?
What?
Bearded Veteran creates channel, relentlessly lower deck. Oh, it'd be brilliant. Like that.
It'd be very true as well. James says the Hodad Model 1 was from the Hawk Classics.
Yeah.
Mikey,
Trevor,
have you put your exhaust on yet? Which is
no, sir.
right. It is 9, 8. No, yeah. Page 11, item number 7 at the bottom, A12 and A13. The exhausts.
Yeah.
Right. When you put them on, they are handed.
Yes.
Oh, you do know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have to be lowered. They have to be down. If they're too high, then the tracks won't go on.
Yep.
Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know.
Oh, Trevor, what are we doing here?
I know. Yeah, I'm getting there though. I've got all the bits on the bottom and that, and the bits on the side, and just starting to do the driver's cab, which has been a bloody nightmare.
Yeah. So that one goes that way. It fits in there just like that. Just like that.
Just like that, yeah.
So it's the kit to which you were referring, I presume, this Hodad.
Yes.
Making the scene with a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Smoking a cigar.
I think that was a
6-pack of cola.
I think it'd be good.
Well, it'd be an interesting. God almighty. I mean, I've never really been into recreational drugs, but I suspect one ought to be to make some of this stuff.
You could ask the viewers what they want to watch. Gremlin says, interesting choice of filling, Paul. Do like black pudding. Graham, Paul, you're making me hungry. We ended up in like a big long conversation about different foods yesterday.
Okay.
It was quite good.
Was there any conclusion to it?
Yeah, we were all really hungry by the end of it.
Fair enough. I wouldn't do that then.
Adam says, someone say recreational? Oh, could you imagine Adam on speed? He speaks fast enough as it is.
Uh-huh.
He'd have a mouth like a belt-fed mortar.
Uh-huh.
And we still wouldn't understand what he was saying. Everyone's saying hi to Gremlin, and Gremlin saying hi to Adam. Yay. So I like the fact that they always make each other, new people, feel welcome in the chat. Get in there. Right.
I have also made this so far, this Panther.
Oh,
tack on.
Yeah.
Which is now prime, because I want to this week have a crack at the paint samples that Gallery sent, and they are for World War II German armour. The few that they sent over. So I thought I'd better build something. I was going to build the Schutzwagen, the half track and all that, but then I thought that attack on Panther is going to be so much quicker to build. So it's a Blitz one as well, so there's no engine parts to worry about.
I've got that same kit, Gary. Yeah, it's a really nice model. Is Gallery in the process of expanding their military color range?
They will be launching 200 new colors in 4 days' time.
Wow. Okay.
So I've got the sample set here.
Yes.
So
nice.
Got the
show us more.
Also, it's a range called Omni. These paints are called Omni. They are brushable paints that you can also thin for airbrushes. The existing Kaleido range are all primarily for airbrushes. These are very much sort of dual use. So we'll see how we go with those. So I thought the sand green and brown colours are all there, so I thought that'd be ideal for a nice Panther.
Yeah.
So there we go. And that took like about 3 hours to build or something, if that. It was really quick.
Yeah, they
really
go
quick.
together real easy. It's a good it's a good kit.
Metal barrel as well.
Got interest in dabbling in a slightly more detailed armor kit that's not a starter or a 72nd scale model or something like that.
Yeah, there's plenty of detail in there to get weathering in if you want to.
I think it might be more affordable than a Rubicon kit too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good point. So obviously, you probably to do your video guy, you probably looked at the price. How much is that kit around roughly?
This kit? Oh God, I've no idea. I have no idea, my dear boy. I've had it for quite a while. They're not. That's sort of something that struck me this week was that Tamiya, that new Raup and Schlepper Ost. You know that tracked.
Oh, the
There's
RSO.
some of that at an
RSO.
affordable price.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
it's 30 quid.
Yep, that's a great price.
30 quid with a crew figure.
Yeah.
And how about
Wow.
the canvas molding? What do you think of the canvas molding? It looks great.
Absolutely. You know, you've got that option as well. You can do either, and you've got Lincoln length tracks, and you've got 2 schemes, and you've got a driver, and it's only 30 quid. Tamiya, only 30 quid. It's not a huge thing, but even so, it's a lot.
Yeah, mini
lot
art
to
kit's
it.
got to be. Yeah, mini art kit's got to be double that.
Mini arts fit well. Here we can get mini art RSO for 50 quid, $49.99.
It's not bad if you want to go that route.
But you know, to me, it's not exactly shabby. It will go well. It will fit really quickly and well.
Sure.
30 quid, I thought was just astonishingly cheap.
Yeah, I agree. That's a very competitive price. Was it a couple years ago? Academy released a Panzer I combined with a German motorcycle with sidecar. The two came together, one model box, and that was about $33 American. So that's under 30 pounds for you folks.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, Jabbies have got it on pre-order, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about them is they always want the money up front.
Yeah, you have to pay for it when you pre-order it. Whereas Hanance, you don't. They charge you when you actually get it. So
yeah. Which what's they do? Hanance do, don't they? They charge.
That's
you.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon do it that way as well. You don't pay until it's actually being sold.
Yeah, a lot of vendors do that. A couple of places I pre-order from, which I don't do very often here in the States, when they do the same thing. When it's ready to ship is when they charge you.
Well, the other thing Amazon do as well is if say you order a kit for 50 quid, but when it's actually released, it's on sale for 25. They actually only charge you 25.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
nice.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's very good.
Because I pre-ordered Landships on Blu-ray. Landship on Blu-ray.
Oh right, yeah.
And it arrived yesterday, and then I got an email saying, "Congratulations, because you pre-ordered it, you managed to save 1 pence because it was 1 pence cheaper when we actually sent it out to you." Yay!
Gee, thanks.
Think of it.
Jeff Bezos will have to cancel that bid to buy part of Liverpool Football Club, then, won't he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Following
the difference.
says, "Morning, everyone. Hello." Joe says,
Mikey?
Say again, over.
Say, have you watched it yet?
No, me and the father-in-law are going to watch it together on the big screen in the living room. Yeah. We're going to put it on the PlayStation and watch it through the projector.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool with the soundbar and everything. Joe says, did Adam call in sick again now that he has seniority? Dennis says, grabbed a couple of kits from my local shop today, the Mini Art Industrial Tractor and the Copper State Models World War I Garford Putilov armoured car. Very happy. I'm not surprised. That's a lovely kit.
There's a few parts between those two, isn't there?
Yeah.
Copper State Models are lovely kits to build.
Four figure part counts we're looking at between the two of them.
Oh, yeah. What am I thinking?
Paul says, don't look at Belfast model when you have had some weed. I know that happens because my friend was very sick after looking at the camouflage. Well, there you go. Graham says £35 for the tack-on kit from Jodlams.
Well, there you go. That's very reasonable.
Adam says, your friend sounds like a lightweight, Paul. And Graham says, sorry, 25, not 35.
Yeah, that's even better.
Even better.
Yeah.
Getting better all the time.
Yeah. See, we do talk about modelling sometimes.
Yeah, they done this Saturday morning show that they're doing. They done one yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, because
Yes.
they didn't do it Saturday, I think.
It was sort of a launch thing yesterday, wasn't it? Sort of a launch thing yesterday.
Yeah.
Say, look, we're here. Lubin
There's
screw.
another film I'm going to look out for, World War II movie, which has just been released. I'm very, very excited about. It's called Pressure.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah, about Stag.
the story of
the weather
Stag.
officer. Yep.
Yeah, the RF Met officer and his discussions with Eisenhower about the best time to go for D-Day.
Yeah.
Sorry, I intro.
Sorry, I went down to the Met office in Exeter a few years back when I was working in SPL, and they were showing us around the museum, and they've got the synoptic chart that Stagg used with all of his line isobars and lines and all that he used in his final presentation to Eisenhower to say, yes, you can go tomorrow morning, in my opinion. And on the back is a handwritten thing from Eisenhower saying, my dear Stagg, thank you, da 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 da. Oh, what a lovely little connection to the whole thing.
Yes.
And the part of the story that they were telling us down in Exeter, which I just thought was wonderful, was to get the Enigma decrypt daily. They intercepted lots and lots of radio messages from across Europe, of course. And they were looking for things that had repeated phrases, reliably repeated phrases.
The sign off.
And yeah, here you go, Hamish. Go ahead. And the thing they chose on, it's all right, Hamish just walked in. The thing they chose was the daily weather report from all the Luftwaffe bases, because it would have visibility, wind speed, and directions and stuff like that. So they used that as the basis of trying the way to get into the daily decrypt for Enigma. And once they had decrypted it, they handed Stagg and his team all of the weather information for the whole of Western Europe, essentially, every day. So they knew better what the weather was over Western Europe, probably, than the Germans did. Leading up, the only problem, of course, is that the weather for us comes from the west, so it wasn't quite so useful. But it was fascinating that was like a side. So all the bomber streams, all the guys planning bomber raids, had this brilliant forecast data for the whole of Europe, courtesy of the Germans.
They had weather stations on Greenland, in islands in the Arctic Circle, and north of Norway.
And probably ships as well, I would imagine.
I think so, but it was really the weather stations that they relied on. And as a matter of fact, I just recently saw a Mark Felton video about that. It took them a little while to reach all of them to shut them down. I mean, after the war was over, they were still sending out messages all the way up until May 1945. Good Germans, they stayed on duty until they were told not to.
Absolutely.
Alan says it's a bit of a dramatic side compared to the real history, but it's still a very fun movie. I'm not sure which one he's talking about there.
Probably Pressure.
Yeah, I think he is.
The thing is with Hollywood and with with British Hollywood, it's the same thing. You take a moment that was actually exchanged as a regular exchange of dialogue and opinions and thoughts, and you can turn it into a dramatic moment and make it appear to be a turning point or whatever. It's Hollywood, you're making up an entertainment package as well as history.
Yeah.
Well, the other
based
thing
on
is,
real events.
Most of these conversations and stuff were top secret, so we're never going to know really what was said in them. So you can have a certain amount of creative
something like
life.
that. It wasn't really considered. It's not like we're talking about what is it you have there in Britain, the Official Secrets Act or something like that. What is that?
Yeah.
Official Secrets Act of 1921.
Right, that's it. Yeah, where that stuff is strictly verboten.
Oh yes,
largely in Section B.
Section B. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Section B of 1921 official 6 Act. It was There's a later version of it as well, but the original's 1921, I believe.
Well, a few years ago, I had a conversation with a friend, and he said, "Oh, what was the technology that they used to counter IEDs and stuff in Afghanistan and Iraq?" And I went, "I can tell you what it's called, but I can't tell you how it works because it's still covered by the Official Secrets Act." He went, "Well, I worked with a guy, and he told us all about it, and he said it doesn't apply." And I went, "That guy's an idiot then, and he's going to end up locked up if he's not careful, especially since he was still in the reserves."
Oh, right. Well,
like that. The Official Secrets Act covers you for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. There's a reason when someone says now, and by the way, we don't talk about this, and you go, okay, fair enough, and you never do.
Yeah.
Don't care what anyone else says, never do. Well, you look at the people who worked at Bletchley Park, because there's men and women there who are in their 90s now, and they get a glowing, and quite rightly so, glowing obituary when they finally sadly pass, and their families quite often will say, "We had absolutely no idea what they did in the war. They would never ever speak of it. We just thought they were like working as clerks or an admin or something, and these are code breakers." They never spoke of it because we didn't speak of it then. No one said, "You are now clear to speak of these matters," so they didn't.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it works.
Well, that's why a lot of the sort of SAS lads on YouTube and stuff, they get a lot of flack from the regiments and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
There we go.
Also depends to some extent on what part of the SAS you're in, I guess.
Well, yeah, and some of them get written permission and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
So, but they just have to be careful what they do talk about.
So the default position is don't talk about anything. Then you can't get it wrong.
Yeah. Graham says, "Bob, just built the gift you sent me in and uploaded a short of the finished build. Thank you again, Rob, for your kindness." Yeah. He's a good lad, is our Bob. Bob says, "Graham, hope you had fun." Adam says, "Still find it beautiful when we deal with barbed wire in the exact same way. Put something over and jump." Yeah, usually a private.
Yeah.
Bob says, "Oh, and it didn't drive you daft." Graham says, "It was a fun build, Bob. Finished in about 3 hours. Nice." What was it doing? I wrote down some notes as well for the A7V. I did. I actually made some notes this time. So we can actually talk about the A7V.
So, what have you done with Mikey?
I know, I'm so organized today. It's not like me at all.
You've been on a course or something.
Yeah. Management.
You after a stripe? What's going on? What's going on?
What's all this then?
You found out their pay's better.
They can't be much bloody worse than YouTube.
Yeah.
The hours you put
itching to get inside the Corporals Club.
Yeah. Which reminds me, we do have the Corporals Mess tomorrow afternoon. And there's been a slight change to the intro and outro for it, which is I think it's pretty cool one. I think you'll quite enjoy it.
I noticed your intro today was different. I don't know when that was done, but you're actually naming people, which looks nice.
Yeah, I like the pictures. Did you like your picture, Gary?
Well, I'm still, the age-old issue of a chimpanzee, really? Do you not know the size and shape that I actually am? Yeah, but I'm
being complimentary.
No, it's very nice. It's very good.
I like it. Keeps me entertained. It took me all day Saturday to do that. So it'll be in downloads, won't it? There you go. There you go. I particularly am proud of Julian's. I'll bring it up now. Come on, computer.
Excellent. Excellent.
I quite like that. And it's the sort of thing I can picture Julian doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like the Welsh version of Ben-Hur.
More like Ben Fur.
Yes. There you go. Yep.
Do you think he may have misunderstood the thing when you get like awarded the freedom of a city, you're allowed to drive sheep over bridges?
Yeah.
And he may have mistook what driving sheep entails.
Yeah, quite possibly. Paul says there's a scale modeling group on Discord. It's called Scale Modelers. I have an A10 Warthog in its group, and there's a vote for the winner. Please join and vote for me.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
We'll do so.
What will we receive in exchange for that vote, Paul?
Ah,
Got a little horse trading here. I'm from Chicago, mate. You gotta tell me, like, you're gonna get my alley paved, or you're gonna get that piece of land work everyone wants in the area done. You put me in, and I'll get it all done for you. I'll see what I can do.
hobnobs. You get a pack of hobnobs. So, talking points for the A7V. The A7V, they started designing it on the 13th of November 1916, which was September. Two full months after the first British tanks were used at Delville Wood, which is the Battle of Flers Courcelette. So the first A7V that was completed was called Gretchen, and it was completed on October 1917. But the first A7Vs used in combat were on the 21st of March 1918, so a year and a half later after they were first designed. And they were used in Operation Michael.
Yep, Operation Michael. Yes, sir.
So between the dates where the first British tanks were used in battle and the date where the first A7Vs were used in battle, there were 6 tank engagements involving 740 tanks.
There you go.
So the Germans were quite far behind.
Yeah, they were a bit, weren't they?
Very much so. In the meantime, they did develop anti-tank weapons and tactics, because they realized that the British tanks were designed to stop mostly small arms fire. From what I understood, they took some 77 millimeters that were meant as field guns and converted them to fire along horizontal sights, and they simply knocked them out. And you've seen photos of those Mark IVs and others when they went up, they literally blew apart.
Yeah, they also developed the Gewehr, didn't they? The anti-tank
that
rifle.
big rifle.
Yeah,
with the massive. It's similar to what the Soviets had during the Second World War. That big, massive anti-tank rifle that they fired.
Yeah, it's about 6 foot tall, 6 foot long.
Yes.
So if it has the tank up there.
Oh, there we go.
So,
as if by magic. I'm pre-planned.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Or what they call it, banter or something like that.
Yeah, tank something. Tank
Tank
up there.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. There it is on the box. Okay, I see it. Yeah. Well, leave it to ICM to come up with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bolt action one, so I'm not entirely sure what caliber that is. I'm going to guess maybe something like 12.7, 50 cal equivalent. It's not like the in the Second World War. It goes, like, as you said the other day, Mikey, on Kentucky Ballistics, he's got that 20 mil Finnish anti-tank rifle that he likes to use now and again.
Yeah, I like his stuff.
I'm going to guess that's probably like 12.7. I don't know for sure.
Yeah. It's a big ass bullet. That's what it is.
Nothing to shake a stick at.
Yeah.
I mean, the response to tanks was like what you had with the gas. It was terrifying at first.
Yeah.
And once troops were, and that tried and true German discipline worked, if necessary, at the point of a gun. But they trained their troops not to be afraid of them, and actually practiced anti-tank infiltration tactics with infantry. Letting them pass and moving on around them and behind them, because tankmen can't see anything and they can barely hear anything.
Yeah. Well, the tactics that the British used, they developed for Cambrai, the first Battle of Cambrai, were quite cool. So it's quite hard to do that picture, but if you imagine you have the front line German trench, then you had a support trench, and then you had a reserve trench behind.
Right.
So what the tanks would do is the first one would approach the front line trench and then turn side on so that it could strafe the trench. The second one would then cross the trench and turn side on so it could strafe the next one. And they keep doing that. And then when they got to the back, the first one would then cross over all of them to get any withdrawing troops.
Yeah.
And that's how the Whippets did it as well. And then at Cambrai, they just ran wild behind the lines until eventually they got to a few miles behind the lines where there's this hill, and that's where there's a 77mm waiting for just outside the village.
Yeah. If I may add here, one of the ideas that George Patton wrote about after World War I, and the idea of a tank design, concept of a tank design, was to arm it with as many machine guns as possible, so that you use it as similar to cavalry, but not the same way where you just charge forward. You make sure you're supported, of course, but when you get the breakthrough, the idea is not to fight other tanks, but to paralyze communications, destroy the infrastructure and supply lines, and basically make your enemy's life as miserable as possible behind the lines, so that they cannot coordinate their defense. So that's why you saw so many machine guns on tanks in the Second World War. I mean, I believe so. You'd have to research this stuff to confirm what I'm saying, because I remember hearing someone telling me about this way back that he read. Now I don't know what that means. I'm just saying, take it for a grain of with a grain of salt. But
during the
First
World
War,
War,
a good idea if you think about it, in the 1920s.
Well, during the First World War, he was an FT-17 driver, wasn't
Yes, he was. Yes. Well, he was a colonel, I believe, in the First World War. And I believe I don't know what level of command he reached, but his ideas, he came up with the idea of a tank uniform specifically for that branch of the U.S. Army. He came up with the idea of a tank helmet. And he submitted drawings and everything to the Army, and a lot of it was just put to the side because the Between the Wars Army was being, well, like everyone else, it was, the war to end all wars. So look, we can't keep dedicating millions of dollars to armies. We're trying to live without them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you think about it, the idea of tank versus tank combat really didn't come up until the Second World War. Before that, tanks were designed as either colonial police forcing, the smaller ones, the light cruisers and the little vehicles, like what the Italians and the British had, and the French. And then you had larger vehicles, but they were meant more in the infantry support role, where they, like the Char, even the Char B, which the French had in 1940. That was a very large vehicle, very capable, but it was designed to basically support infantry and bust bunkers. Yeah,
well, that was the point. The Mark IV and Mark V in the A7V, they were infantry support.
Yep, find a way to get across no man's land without losing, 60% of your men.
Yeah, well, that's why it didn't matter that they only did 4 miles an hour, because that was the speed they could.
Right. Yeah, it was walking pace. Right. Exactly. And that's they didn't want to outpace their troops.
Yeah. But the first tank-on-tank battle was on the 24th of April 1918 at Villers-Bretonneux, between 3 A7Vs and 3 Mark IVs. And the 2 female Mark IVs sort of realised pretty quickly they were no use in a tank-on-tank battle, so they scarpered. And then the Mark IV, one of the advantages the Mark IV had was they could fire on the move. So they just kept driving back and forth and stuff, firing their field gun at the A7Vs, and eventually one of the rounds hit beneath one of the tracks and just toppled the front one over sideways.
Yeah.
And the other two A7Vs went,
Yep. I tell you what, you saw that video of the interior of Mephisto in Australia, correct? Where they went inside the vehicle?
Yeah.
You imagine 23 men inside that thing?
I know.
I mean,
it'd be horrendous, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Whoa. Talk about claustrophobia.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm building an aeroplane next.
Oh, what's the matter, Trevor?
That centre bit, getting that all that centre bit, the driver's compartment put together in one go, mate. You don't want to do that on. You don't want to do that on screen.
You mean that one?
Yeah, but then you got to put that in. Then you got to put the two sides in. Then you got to join the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like that. I've done it with Humbrol. I've done the seats and the armrests and the steering wheel with Humbrol Service Brown. It looks all right.
I've done mine with Humbrol leather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Similar sort of colour.
Yeah.
I think I might do. I think I might do that next.
What's that, buddy?
Oh, nice.
Just
rodent
something
kits.
easy.
Mikey, you could talk about rodent kits, can't you?
A little bit.
Yeah.
The one thing we'll say, Trevor, is they don't have locating lugs on them.
No, I wouldn't have thought. Yeah, that's all right. I normally shop them off. I normally find they're no good anyway and shop them off.
Well, what you can do is you can either try and line it up, or you can just glue some plastic card on the inside to make your own tabs.
I think that's the only because the French taxi, that wasn't World War One, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, was it the ICM one?
Yeah. So what happened was at the beginning, when the First World War started, the French didn't have a lot of military vehicles and things like that. So what they'd do is the soldiers would just jump onto the sides of the taxis and just get the taxi to drive them close to the front, and then they'd just go fight.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got one of those.
Paul says gratitude. Yeah.
That just gives me like images of British expeditionary officers in Paris leaving a cafe and then hailing a cab and saying, no, you don't understand. How much to the Somme? You know,
Yeah.
Dear fellow, how much to the Somme?
Where is it?
no, I'd have to speak loudly because that's the only way that a French person understands a British person. You speak very loudly and slowly at them.
Monsieur, c'est combien?
What? Don't understand, you banter, old chap. How much to the Somme?
Oui, c'est combien?
Good man. No, just
Oh yeah,
get
19.
in the damn taxi.
Oui,
Yeah,
monsieur.
there you go. That one.
Yeah, there you go. 1914.
Yeah,
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely jubbly.
I do like ICM kits.
Well, I did have an ICM kit in mind for the next build,
Yeah.
but it depends on whether you've got it or not.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do
no.
like it, yeah.
Oh, they said they're sending me a Hudson. Oh. So excited.
Nice.
Lockheed Hudson in the next batch. So that would be, they'll send it out in about 2 weeks' time.
You lucky bastard.
I know. Ought to get around to building the bloody other stuff.
The only hung Trevor the right way up yesterday.
What was that, mate?
The only hung Trevor the right way up yesterday.
Yeah, it depends on what you're thinking about, Mikey.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't got unlimited funds, but
Well, no. But I've got quite a few World War One kits. Oh, shit.
G32.
Bob says my seats are Tamir Imperial Japanese Navy brown. Nice. June says back. Welcome back. And Adam says still debating the next build to start. And he says it's probably cheaper than the train to London.
Yeah.
Craig's in. He says good afternoon all. Hello, Craig.
So Gary,
hey,
when's
Craig.
your?
How's it
Oh,
going?
sorry. Yeah, Gary, when's your good lady's next video?
Hopefully Friday.
Yeah.
We shot one over the weekend of her making granola. Would you please?
Oh,
So it's Maria's guide to making granola cheaply. So hopefully that she'll. We'll see how the editing goes. It might be one of these things where I have to dive in at the last minute and do it. But it'll only take half an hour to edit. But you know, these things take time. Yeah. So Friday probably. I think she's going to try and do one every week, roughly.
yeah.
1 week. No.
Wow, that's a pretty ambitious schedule.
Well, she's got so much of it shot. All the travel stuff she's already shot, but it's then okay, especially with the early stuff. The early part of that journey is when she wasn't really into the whole idea of. I kept saying, just shoot everything. Just basically, just leave the camera running because you can always edit it out.
Right.
No, I don't want to do. And she was feeling very self-conscious about stuff. And, well, by the end of it, she wasn't, but you know, at the beginning, she was.
That's the thing.
And
It's
so
building your confidence up, isn't it? First.
Totally. And so in consequence, we quite often have to use stock to fill in gaps or to illustrate something. But man, we'll get there. We'll get there. And she's getting better and slightly more independent on the editing side, which is really good news, which means I can actually do some work, which is fantastic.
I was wondering where you were on Monday.
Wicked sense of humour.
It was shooting it and editing. Well, I haven't done the edit. It was shooting the damn thing. It was... I've just taken so much. Last week, I spent, I think, 4 days in total.
Yeah.
Working on it. And I was just thinking, hang on, there's only 7.
Yeah.
So I'm spending 4 days on this channel, which is not yet monetized. And I haven't got any content for this week as of this moment. So I'm panicking slightly. I've got some box. I'll do a couple of box reviews. Some of the stuff that Dale sent.
Yeah.
From Hella, maybe a couple of those boxes. Just some.
What sort of heli kits did he send you, Gary?
He sent me the ECC Hawkeye in 1/72 scale.
Okay. Yeah.
Which you can make with wing folds. I mean, really, seriously, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Hold. That's just the 200 pieces. Yeah. It sent me a Lancia Baseway Monte Carlo Turbo, because Lancia at Le Mans, very pretty, very nice. And this, I'm so looking forward to making this. The Citroën HY van.
Oh,
this is soft, very French. Do you not think?
Yeah.
That is beautifully French.
Yeah.
I mean, that and a 2CV, that's France to me. And I love the look of this. So that's probably what I'll do first. But I'll do the box review of that and probably the Hawkeye. Maybe shoot those this afternoon if I can. Try and get something this week. 1 or 2 of them up this week. And I think there's a lot of love in the community for Hella now that Dale's gone there.
Yeah, they've got.
I would think that, yeah.
There's a lot more interest. I mean, the Leo 451 I did, that video did really, really well. Not something I imagined it would do. And I think largely it's seeing that yellow badge on. I think.
Yes.
And I would encourage people not to put down Airfix videos and stuff like that, because remember, some very, very lovely people still work at Airfix. Yes. Like Paramjit is still there. Clint, the researcher, who's a lovely guy, he's still there. Matt, the head of
Matt
production,
Whitey,
who's one of the best designers I think we've ever seen in model making. He's still there. So there's still some very, very wonderful people there. No doubt with lots of stuff to come. So don't just write off Airfix. See Airfix, I'm not going to watch that video. Don't, because people who made the products are properly good people. So please support them.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't give the new people at Hornby Hobbies the reason to run it down. Well, just don't give them a reason to slowly take out more and more resources from them. Support them, let them see there is a demand for the product, and then they'll support the people who are manufacturing it for them. That just seems the thing to do to me. But anyway, Dale made his decision and moved on, and Hele made the brilliant decision to pick him up. And so I think as a result, Dale is such a hugely popular person in the industry. I think that's part of this revival. And I think also the feeling of optimism that probably things are going to change for the better. Hele, they're going to be more active. I mean, the kits are good, but they just haven't made very much new recently.
Yeah.
They're great kits and recycled plastic. Very forward thinking. Use very little polythene in the packaging and things like that. So
I really like the packaging that Hele do.
Yeah, I do. And it's lovely. I mean, it's top opening, but then you've got your stuff in there. But then first thing you see is paper. Wrapping the larger parts. The
plastic.
The transparent parts are still in a polythene bag, but all the rest are just wrapped with paper. I mean, this one comes with a little Hele paint that's red, which is nice. Yeah. So Oh, look, nice little brush as well. Number 3 brush. So that
might be like the Hele version of a starter set then.
Well, it's a gift set. Yeah, this is definitely, and I think a lot of their products you can buy as one or the other. They make both versions within the range, a bit like Revell do. A lot of their kits you can buy either as the kit or as a gift set with paints and glue and stuff. That one's still got the Humbrol squeezy tube in, which is quite interesting. Don't know how that worked. That's not great, but yeah, who knows? So yeah, things are looking good, I think.
Excellent.
Yeah. And it comes to the little sort of door thing. I mean, that's just in the box. Sort of keep out on modelling or come in. Let me show you my model kits.
Craig says sneaking and at work viewing. Excellent.
Very good.
Paul says, it's officially 5 weeks until I ride from London to Brighton off-road for the British Heart Foundation. I literally can't wait. Nice.
Best of luck with that, mate.
You certainly, you appear to be ready for it, Paul. That's for sure.
June says, 27 watching and 15 likes. Are we not entertaining you? Click the like, please, people. Craig says, Gary, does the box smell of cheese?
No, it doesn't. A chap I know used to work at a place called Cadarache in the south of France, which is where they're building the new fusion reactor prototype. Yeah, he was working there, and then he got a job in Okinawa for another physics research center, and he wanted to take them some very typically French things. So he packed some wine in his bag, and he had with him a wheel of brie. And the French wouldn't let him take that onto the aircraft because it was technically a liquid. I thought, no, it was technically just before lunchtime and someone had forgotten to buy the brie. I don't believe anyone could think a wheel of brie could be used as a 2-part explosive device. I just don't. It's just me. But there we go. Oh, excellent. Fantastic. I mean, they're just a lovely looking van. Sort of one of those things that,
I'll keep looking at that Citroen van.
Yeah, it's lovely. Okay, there we go.
I think Hele would do well getting into some French World War I vehicles and things.
Yeah.
and French World War II vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they tend to focus more on the civilian side, don't they?
They do have a lot of civilian things, but, you know, if you put up a good business case for it, then they'll do it, I suspect. I think that's the kind of the mood that they're in, is that, or Glow 2B is in, is to say, if you've got a good business case for why we should do this, then let's cost it up and get a designer to do some initial work for us or something. I can see that happening a lot.
I was going to say,
could you imagine a model of the Saint Chamond with a full interior? That'd be awesome.
Like a mini yard kit.
Yeah. Well, that'd be so cool. Because the inside of them are really interesting, because it's literally just a metal box with a massive field gun sticking out the front.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty unsophisticated in its design.
Yeah. But if you look at the rest of it, then in the middle, because the Hobby Boss kit that I did, it's got all the stuff on the outside, and then it's got a gun on the inside, but that's it on the inside. But there's actually seats, and the steering on here, you got like the shaft for the steering wheel, and then the steering wheel on top. But on the Saint Chamond, it was on like a desk, and it was actually a box, and you had a wheel on top that went that way, and a wheel on the side that went that way to control it. And then in the middle, they had like a handrail that went down the middle, and on one side of it was just the ammunition racks. So they stored the shells vertically in these ammunition racks, and they all just worked around that.
Is it like an airship? They had like a smoking room, maybe a small theatre.
Yeah, pretty much.
Excellent. Devised thing.
Yeah. Have we seen the border models flying ship?
No.
Oh, yeah, I saw that the other day. Yeah. Bit bizarre. They're having some fun over there, aren't they?
That's a bit of a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you reckon they have like Monday to Thursday, they have to be quite serious, and on Friday they're allowed to design just any stuff that comes to their mind? And just have like a really sort of casual Friday. Just do whatever you comes to mind, guys. Do it, whatever it is, just do it. The rest of the week, that 135th HE 111 really needs some work on the texture. But Friday, flying ship, knock yourselves out. Do what you like, whatever you want.
They could also do the Blériot and things like that. That'd be cool.
Yes. Yeah, well, Dale is certainly looking at he did say there's a lot of French aircraft that he really wants to model.
Yeah.
A lot. So I'm guessing there'll be some World War II. I mean, they haven't done a new Étendard since 91. So new Étendard 4 and new Super E would go down very well. And there's some beautiful things from the early days of jet aviation there. But then, they've got some good stuff in the Second World War. But as you say, that sort of late war, interwar period, there's some amazing kit they designed. I mean, truly amazing. So, who knows?
If they want to go down the military route, they've also got the French Foreign Legion that they can model stuff after.
Totally. Absolutely. Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there's a lot of interesting sort of civilian aircraft from the sort of late war, just after the war sort of periods that, I mean, that double deck thing, the Breguet double decker would be an interesting kit. I've only ever seen that in resin. There's a Latécoère 4-engine airliner that was used as a flying testbed for a lot of their early jets, as a sort of a carrier that would then release them into the air. I'm feeling very, very French at the moment, I must say, in my model making outlook. I've got a French Crusader here. I've got the French Hawkeye. I really desperately am trying to justify the €75 plus postage for the Nord Griffon resin kit I saw, because that is just beautiful. That is just such a bonkers aircraft, and it worked. I'd love a kit of that. But hey ho.
Who knows? Maybe
They also
Helic-
made some junk, obviously, but then who hasn't?
Yeah. Oh, that's what we need to come up with. We need to come up with. What are we doing after the Lysander? No, we didn't. No, Sherman build. Cool. So on Thursdays, we've got the Sherman builds coming up.
Oh, God, no, not another bloody tank.
So, all right, you can do what you want on a Friday. Member's choice. You pick the kit. Bob says, come and see my models. I used to work in a printed circuit board factory. I could ask, do you want to see my etchings, and mean it?
Yeah.
Adam, like Dale said, give me a year at least to start getting the magic working. Yeah.
Totally.
Leo
He
says,
does keep saying, keep reminding me from time to time about an interview, and when it's the time's right, then we can do an interview. So okay, I'll keep reminding you, mate.
nice. Leo says, hello, gents from Denmark. Oh, that's another one to mark off the map.
Excellent.
Right. Hello, Leo. Yeah, I've been seeing him around a lot. Different live streams. Hello, Leo.
Excellent.
I'm going to have to write that down because I've got a map coming. So I can mark all the different places that we're streaming to. There you go. Welcome. He says, hello, gents from Denmark. Saw the A7V. I'm fiddling with its great-granddaughter, a 1/16 scale Leopard 2A7V. That has to be the Danish 2A7 DK. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was looking at getting a Leopard tank the other day because they had one in the battle games where I go. So, yeah. I was looking at it, I was like, do I get it? No. I've got some 156 scale, like a house, an old wooden barn and things like that I can make. Because I'm thinking of doing like a little diorama, and I've got 156 scale stone bridge, and I'm going to do like a little countryside diorama with a little river and a thing, just for something different.
I see.
Julian says, talking of airport security, I got patted down. I did once anyway. However, they ignored the 512 square inch cushion I'm sat on. You could fit a lot in that space. Not that I do, obviously. Julian says, Bob, so the rise in PE is your fault. He said, I think Hele will get a much stronger profile on social media with Dale there. They'll benefit hugely from his experience and knowledge of the market. Yeah, I think
absolutely right, they will.
Paul says 28 watching and 17 likes. Ooh, 38 with 30 watching. 38? No, we haven't got 38. Bob, Julian, I used to use $500,000 7-ton CNC machine to cut out a chassis for 1/12 electric racing cars. Julian says, I have a map graphic, Mikey. I was going to use it to track Eurovision scores. Never did. Nice. I think Kay's ordered me a map, but it's like a desk cover like this. Paul says, the Hella Tirpitz, that's actually the Bismarck, all filling in. Yeah, that's the Hella kit as well. The Hella
That's an old school Heller kit. That goes, those molds go way back.
Yeah. June says, so a wee bit bigger than PE then, Bob. And we're caught up. Wow, today's gone quick.
Oh, yeah, it's 7:30 already.
So we're looking forward to our eclipse tomorrow? Or partial eclipse, I should say.
Yes, with proper eyewear.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For me, I'll just go, oh, look, it's gone dark outside.
I'll tell you what,
how dark it will go, to be honest.
I was last eclipse a couple years ago, I believe it was, and I was out. That's when I was at the local shelter volunteering, walking dogs, and I was out in this open field right across from the shelter where we can walk them, and that eclipse reached total. So temperature dropped. It was a clear, sunny day, and the temperature dropped a good 5 degrees. It got downright chilly.
Yeah. I remember the eclipse in 1999. I was 11 years old, and I was walking through the woods, and it just went a little bit dark, and I went, "Oh, that's weird," and carried on walking because I didn't know what it was.
It wouldn't have been total unless you were down in Cornwall.
Yeah,
for that one. It would have been about 98% in North Wales. So.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like, it's gone dark in the middle of the day.
Well, we went to the eclipse in 2017 in Kansas, which was very exciting. So it's the first total eclipse I'd ever seen with my own eyes, as it were.
Yes.
And we actually just booked our flights to Gibraltar to see the total eclipse there next year on the 2nd of August. Nice. Which will be 4 minutes and 28 seconds there, which is rather a long time. If you can get what I would have loved to have done, but it's difficult getting there, and would have been Luxor in Egypt.
Yeah.
Because the eclipse center line passes over Luxor, so you're going to get an eclipse of about 6 minutes 20 seconds, which is one of the longest eclipses possible. Directly over, you imagine it with like the sky just going completely nighttime in the middle of the day, with all of the Egyptian ruins around you as well. It would be absolutely awesome, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can get Luxor direct with TUI.
Yeah.
Yeah, TUI do Luxor. Yeah.
Okay. That could be a thing to do for people who want to do it, get that. So it's August the 2nd of next year. The other thing I was thinking, August in Egypt. It's going to be a tad on the warm side.
It's going to be about 45.
Yeah, which is not really my operating temperature.
Okay.
So we're going to Gibraltar instead. So, yeah, you say that, but I told you I went to Tucson one time and said that to a cab driver, and he said, "Yeah, boy, 100 degrees is 100 degrees, and that's a fact." And I thought, well, I can't argue with your meteorological knowledge, sir. Well done.
Nope.
Yeah, or you can go. You can go to Cairo with British Airways, and then the flight, get an internal flight, and the internal flight is about an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
When you go to Gibraltar, Gary, if you go to the Princess Anne battery, I helped paint one of them inside.
Oh, excellent! We will make sure we do.
We
will make sure we do.
So that it was all white, and then picked out all the controls and detailed stuff with black, and then put perspex covers on the doors so people can see in.
Excellent.
It was part of the condition of us doing a training exercise there.
Okay. Fantastic. I've only ever seen the airport myself. Only ever. Well, not even the airport actually, but technically, I've seen the runway, the runway and the customs officer, and then the runway again. And we were off because I got a lift on a booze run. No, I didn't. I got a lift on a navigational exercise.
I believe the first one.
If you can book one of the tunnel tours, they're really interesting. Because inside the tunnels, they've still got all the hospitals and everything there.
Yeah, but we're there. We get there on the 30th, and we got the afternoon of the 30th, and the eclipse is on the 2nd. We come home on the 3rd, and the eclipse is 10:30 in the morning. So by about midday, it's all done and dusted and gone. So we've got about 2.5, 3 days of sightseeing to do. So I'll absolutely make sure we do that. I do want to see all of that. It's an important part of our history.
Yeah, and the really cool thing is, from the entrance to as it goes deeper into the tunnels, each sort of little alcove where they have a little building or whatever, that part is named after a town. So as you go from the entrance to deeper in, it goes from south to north in England.
Oh, right.
And they did it that way so that even soldiers that were new to that sort of accommodation and stuff they would have a rough idea how far, which turning to go into.
Right. So if they're walking along, they go past Nottingham and then they go past Derby, they'll know in what direction they're going, even though they're in a tunnel. That's very clever.
Yeah. And we did a tunnel warfare exercise in there. And you have to have the glow sticks strapped to the back of your helmet, and then you cut a little hole in the glow stick packet, and that's what you follow on the person in front.
Right.
And we were told, you make sure you stay in line and everything, go down the sides. Do not go running off on your own. One of the lads saw the muzzle flash from a rifle, didn't realize it was like down an alcove, so he went to chase after him on his own, and all goes, help! And when they switched the lights on, he'd tripped over a boulder and broke his bloody leg.
Oh, jeez.
So glow sticks, is it like a rave down there where you're popping E's or whatever they used to do in your days? I don't know really what I'm talking about, but I seem to remember glow sticks seem to feature largely on the news coverage of the age.
Yeah, I remember it from Kevin.
Your Honour. I
was too young to go to raves.
Mm. It was a popular form of music, Your Honour.
Casemate Square is a nice place as well, Gary.
We are literally, apparently, you can walk from the airport to our apartment in about 10 or 15 minutes. And I think Casemate Square is like 5-minute walk away.
Yeah.
As well.
So where the airport is in front of the
central.
Camp. Well, the airport's in the camp. You walk from the camp down the dual carriageway for about 5 minutes and go through an archway, and then you're in Casemate Square.
Right. But that is very, very close to our accommodation, I believe.
Yeah. It's really good for bars and things around there. And food and stuff.
Excellent. Well, that's what we want. So.
But that dual carriage, the petrol station on that dual carriageway, that's where I got arrested.
Oh, right. Okay.
Could have been drunk and disorderly, even though I hadn't had a drink.
Yeah. Well, I think between you and your mate, you averaged out to still drunk and disorderly, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
He was probably like 8 or 9 times over the limit, so work out an average. That's 4 times each.
Yeah.
That's the way the military mind thinks.
Yeah. Luckily for me, it was the British police that arrested me, or arrested us.
Yeah.
Rather than the border police or anything. Because apparently they like to give squaddies a good kicking.
I'm sure they do.
And we had one guy who's called, so his last name was Sol. He was found passed out drunk in the hedge in the middle of the roundabout by the police.
To be fair, we've all been there. I mean, really.
I think that's why the duty officer got so annoyed with us, because by that point he'd already been out 3 times for people getting arrested that week.
Yeah. Oh my God, not another one.
Yeah. Well, we got known as in the battalion as the Gibraltar 3 because it was just so ridiculous. The situation we got arrested in. Joe says, Julian, as we say in the US, more cushion for the pushing. Paul says the Hella Tirpitz, there's the Bismarck, all the filling done on the seam line, and later is going to be sanding back. Nice. Julian says, Joe, not asking, as I fear the answer. Paul, Mike, I remember the eclipse in 99. I was 2 years away from leaving school. Yeah. I was just about to start high school.
We were down in Cornwall specifically to watch it, and it's bloody cloudy, so I couldn't see a damn thing. Apart from the darkness.
I was just getting ready to start high school.
But a real one, if you can see a real one, it's just an absolute joy. It's an unbelievably powerful sight. It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
I love them.
Adam says, easiest way, phone, selfie mode, done. Yeah, you can burn out the sensor, though. You can point it directly at the sun.
Solar glasses, please. Solar glasses.
Yeah, what camera did you use on holiday, Gary?
Which holiday?
Well, your last one, your big one, Canada and all that.
We used. I have a DJI.
Oh yes, yeah. Are they? I'm looking at one of those. Are they good?
I've got two of them. I've got the Nano is upstairs. This is the Osmo Pocket 3, which I use, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
truly wonderful. Full 4K video, stabilized, gimbaled head and all that sort of business. Really, really nice. And I've got the Nano, which is just this tiny, but it's more like a GoPro. It's like a fixed wide angle thing, but it's absolutely tiny and waterproof. So it's very useful when we went to Niagara to be able to film. That was quite cool. So those are the two that we routinely, I use on holidays. For the video stuff to do.
It's the one I'm thinking about getting.
Yeah, the Osmo's a brilliant little camera. Absolutely love it. It's got a limited zoom, but it still works.
Yeah.
And but it's cool. It comes if you buy it in the set with the microphone and all that. The microphone's really good. Does good noise reduction, and the set comes with a battery pack for the bottom as well.
That's it. So it's a battery pack or something as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. Good set.
Well, blow me bloody down.
Who would? We got 27 watching and 18 likes. We're coming up to the last 10 minutes.
That's
woohoo.
That's got quite a few bits in it on page 15, the gun. Jesus whips. But yeah.
Bob says, total eclipse in Devon too. Much fun when 4-year-old niece asked in the middle of crowd if she had to go to bed now.
Yeah.
This year, I hope she actually uses the eclipse glasses I'm waiting for rather than the sunglasses she thought would do.
Oh, God, yes.
Julian, I remember the eclipse in 99. I was 2 years into my last job. I think I was indoors working and missed it. Paul, anyone going to be streaming the eclipse on YouTube? You will have save a lot of people eye problems. That's true.
Oh, yeah.
I remember news reports going on about how the birds suddenly started roosting in the middle of the day and things.
Absolutely, yeah.
I
do have a solar lens for a solar filter rather for my telephoto lens, so I'm going to see what I can get out of that.
I haven't got a solar filter, but I have got filters, different grades of filters and polarizers. That's it. Circular polarizing lens and things like that. But that would require me to actually be interested enough to do it.
Yeah, but you need a lot of filtration to protect your detectors. A lot of it.
June says, June says, badly behaved girl told her mum for complaints about my behaviour, see the manufacturer. Yeah. Good excuses, any?
Indeed.
Right.
D10.
Oh, D10. Oh. So I suppose the next job for me this week will be painting the radiators.
Yeah, I think they're brass, aren't
they? Yeah, the back plate I think is white, and then the main radiator is red. Brass. Red? Why did I say red? June says, could you photograph the eclipse through a welding mask? I'm not sure about photograph it, but I know with the one in 1999, my dad's a welder, and he said that him and all his mates were stood outside with the welding masks on watching it.
Yeah. That should, things that are used for arc welding should be probably strong enough.
Yeah.
But, the eclipse glass is like £2 or £3 a pop on Amazon. If they've still got any left, of course.
Yeah. That goes that away. Yep. Ooh. Yeah. So it's been quite interesting chats today, I think. Lots of different topics covered, including World War One, the eclipse, Hella.
Cameras.
Yeah, cameras. My wife's niece, 27-year-old niece, has asked me to do some photo shoots for her because I used to do a lot of photography and photo shoots for her, and that for modeling photos and stuff. So that should be fun because I haven't done photography for a while. It's mad. I used to go and do photography and get paid £500 a day just to photograph machinery parts.
Very good too. Good rate.
Trichography.
I enjoy photography. I haven't done it for ages.
Yeah, I worked as a runner for a photography studios many moons ago. I mean, little BSA.
I literally just spent 3 days sat in an office photographing parts that they use for make lifts, and then just edited them at home. And that was it. Grand and a half. Oh, those were the days. Although it did hurt my back a hell of a lot doing product photography.
I spent most of the summer photographing ice cores one year.
Yeah.
For BP. There's some research going on about ice cores or whatever, and they just used to bring. I had to go to the cold store, so they issued me with all the Arctic wear and all that, and we had to get using Hasselblad. So we had to send them to Mr. Hasselblad to have all the lubricants changed over to cold weather lubricants, so they wouldn't freeze up. Which is quite groovy. And then photograph them all, and then had to process it all, and then print them all. Spent like a month just printing one after the other black and white pictures of ice cores. You have no idea how dull that is. How soul destroying that can be. Oh, what we did? Oh, another ice core. Excellent, wonderful. Oh, good. Hey ho, it's a good job though. It's good fun.
As long as they pay the bills, that's what matters.
Well, it was a summer job, so it was, whilst I was still at uni, so I had the experience to be able to, I had to take back my learning experience and all that, and it helped.
And I suppose it meant you didn't have to spend all summer in the heat as well. You're nice and cool.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, because all of the photography studios and all that were air conditioned. Yeah. Everything was air conditioned, so it's pretty groovy. But the core store was freaking cold. So minus 30 or something, I think, in there. Some unknown reason of why they did that.
What the hell?
Why on earth would they have it so cold to store ice? Who knows?
Yeah, but minus 10 would still not defrost. You know what I mean? Yeah. Minus 30 just seemed a little bit excessive. But maybe it does. Maybe it does some. I'm sure, given the cost to Mr. BP of running it, there must have been a very good reason why they had to have it at that temperature. But there you go. Not my
so like
decision.
permafrost temperatures, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I just wondered how the hell they transported it back to Sunbury-on-Thames from wherever, Greenland or wherever it was that they'd taken them. Still.
Trying to bloody trick me.
Kay's just bought me some homemade pea and ham soup in for my dinner.
Oh,
lovely.
Oh dear, talk about being henpecked. Dear, oh dear. J7.
What are we on? 5 minutes.
No, J7, J4.
Kay's discovered that she likes painting figures, Gary.
Excellent.
So she's
That's good.
you know that gnome that Nick did last week,
Yes.
the tactical gnome. Well, she had one of them as well, so she's painted that. Now she's painting a Smurf, a 3D printed Smurf.
Fantastic.
Pardon you.
Give it some stripes, because one of the corporals I used to know was called Smurf.
Yeah.
Because it was small and blue.
Mikey,
Yes.
would she paint those?
Yep. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's Acme, and I think that one's from
Roadrunner. That's Lord of the Rings, Gollum.
yes, Lord of the Rings, and that's Acme.
Yeah. See, even I'd paint them.
All right, okay. I'll still, but I've got a couple of bits to send to you.
Ooh.
I'll sort that out. Get them off to you, mate.
Thank you, Trevor.
It's all right.
You are very kind.
I know. I don't want you fighting and arguing over them, though.
Behave, children.
Yeah, I don't want to see you coming on with a black eye.
Yeah. We've been married for 11 years in September. We don't argue. Also, Amazon just delivered 80 Eclipse glasses to me. So that's where all the stock went. Bob says, hello to one and all. Mike, how's the boss these days? She is well, happy, and making soup.
Oh, she's making soup, though, today. Oh, soup. What are you having this time?
Well, for her birthday, she wanted a soup making machine.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to start having proper soups. So she's quite enjoying coming up with different ideas and stuff. And I've ordered her that book you recommended.
Oh, you managed to get it, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About £4.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. £4 with free postage, wasn't it? I think something like that. Yeah, that's a really good book, that. Yeah.
Bob says, tore myself away from sister waiting on the ZMKI 100 kits this afternoon. Ooh. Cool. Bob says, Wile E. Coyote and Gollum. What a pair. Yeah. I actually want to know what that Kitty just said is.
So that'd be a Zukimura, and KO-100 is a Japanese fighter, I believe.
It is.
Got something. Yeah, it's Zukimura. Be probably 1/32 scale, which would be really cool. Really cool.
Oh yeah. Zukimura.
KO-100.
Super Wing Series 1/32, number 27. Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Don't know what its reporting name was. Can't think of it. KO-100. Excellent.
Yeah, I saw one of those a little while ago.
Yeah.
It's even got bloody piston rings.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Get the outro video up. That one. Right. Change camera. Rob says they're 109 in the UK and 53 from Japan. No contest and last survivor in an RF museum. Yeah, there we go. Make sure I don't lose that. 2 seconds. Stick some glue on there. Don't want to be losing any tiny pieces.
No.
No, sir.
Ooh. There we go. Wonderful. Right, that's that done. And we're at the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. It's gone quickly today. I've enjoyed it. A lot of interesting conversations. Rob says, because I'm a tightwad. Dude, you're the guy who bought 4 of the same tank. Bought a tank and went, I've accidentally bought 2. Do you want one? And they weren't cheap kids. Very kind. But yeah, it's been good today. Tomorrow we've got the Corporal's Mess, 12 till 2, for those with Corporal level memberships. And as I said, there's a slight change to the intros and outros, which I think people will find amusing. So do keep an eye out for that. Trevor looks like he's a plant, because all we can see is like his fringe sticking up like that in front of the camera. Like a spider plant.
Where are we? Oh no, that's the mic. Oh, that's God Almighty.
Bob said, time to do white painting without problems this time. Hint: don't spray with a chair leg on the hose. No, don't do that. And Dennis says, you are welcome. So, if you haven't already, don't forget to lube and subscribe. Don't forget to check out Gary's channel down here. Gary's stuff.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah, you got your live stream next Tuesday, haven't you, Gary?
Next Tuesday of next week, yes, it is.
Yeah. In fact, we have, because the kit's coming to me this week. Yeah.
Indeed so.
So that should be interesting and scary. But yeah, I've got Corporal's Mess tomorrow. If you're not a corporal, then we're back on Thursday with the start of the Sherman group build. Where you can build any Sherman from any manufacturer. So do join us for that. So until then, it's Hulvar for now, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello. Goodbye.